Hey everyone, this is the chapter review of Tokyo Revengers chapter 230. So I really enjoy this chapter, it's really cool. But before we get into it, I must say that I am changing my channel name. I'm going to inform you guys when I change it. Of course, the Tokyo Revengers video, the other one, the Mikey video, is coming soon. And yeah, pretty much just gotten everything. Just need to record, edit, and it's done. It's out. Got everything already ready. So just wait for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Oh, before I forget, I'm writing exams, so videos might be coming a lot slower than I want them to, but they're still gonna come out. Everything's gonna come out. Hunter's Guild Red Hood, the first 7 chapters are going to come out. I just need to get time to, do that. So, voice. Tokyo Revengers chapter 230 gets stuck up, get a flashback to when the first generation black dragons, were in charge when they ruled. And it's the past of Akashi Takeomi. We get a lot of information about Takeomi, we get a lot of information about Shinichiro, we get a lot of information about Senju. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the review. The first gen black dragons once ruled the nation with me as the revised captain. I was feared since my decisions determined how any conflict would end. I was nicknamed the God of War. I am the ex-Black Dragon, Akashi Takeomi. I shouldn't be the one who gets all the credit though. One day, long ago, we were just playing by the jungle gym. Shinichiro stood at the top, cool as ever. I've always been an ordinary kid. Ordinary in sports, ordinary in studies. I was just average. Nothing special about me. Hey, you feel that? That's the breeze of a new era. Sound of Shinichiro, my childhood friend. He always had that mysterious little charm around him that just attracted people to it. But even with all that charm, Shin wasn't the kind who resorted to violence. He was just a really kind and earnest kid. Shin couldn't fight to save his life, and he was a massive crybaby. We all called him the weak king. Even the people who fought him ended up liking him. And when we were teenagers, and he'd somehow managed to befriend Benki and Wax. They both took an instant liking to him, and I was always by his side. One day he decides to form a gang, and for some reason thought that I would be a good fit for vice president, and we became the largest gang in Japan, the Black Dragon. I became drunk on the praises of my name. I became arrogant. But when we were at the top, Shinichiro decided to disband the Black Dragon. Now that there's no one better than us, we'd just be bullying the guys weaker than us. But I couldn't let go. All that power and influence, I couldn't let it go. And I took it and went with it. Continued the gang life without the Black Dragons. Thanks to my influence, I was treated. But I couldn't let it go. All the power and influence, I took it and went on with gang life without Black Dragons. Thanks to my influence, I was treated like a VIP in time. Never got short on money. And as the years went by, my influence faded, yet I continued with my life. Before long, I was broke with a ton of debts.
I got word of Shin's death, but I was too busy struggling for money. 5 years later, in 2005, after the Black Dragons departed, I just met up with Senju and I learned about how she wanted to form a gang of her own and to fight Mikey, Shin's younger brother. Hey, you little sis strength ain't no joke. Yeah, man. No one in my gym can beat her now. Senju told me she wanted someone who she can trust and who could guide her and her team and asked me to fill that role. I was at my lowest point, but they accepted me as I am. I started to tear up and I swore to myself back then that I'd give my all to them. But now, I'd lost faith in her. I underestimated her skills. She was holding back and I didn't realize. I failed Brahma's principle. I thought I'd lost her trust. But then she told me, Takeomi, you've got it all wrong. This isn't your fault. This is my responsibility. I couldn't stop you, and I'm responsible for what happened to Dragon. I'm a disappointment as Brahman's leader. So all I can do now is take down this guy. It's been a while since I've gotten this fired up. End of chapter. So anyway, this is the thoughts and opinions portion of the chapter review. And here we got, so Takeomi's past is pretty solid. We got to learn about Shinichiro. That man. I've always wanted answers on that man. Like, this guy showed up. What is it, chapter 46? 43? I forget which chapter it was. It was back when, they got the backstory for Kazutora and Baji-kun and how they were, imprisoned. When Kazutora was imprisoned, Baji, Kazutora spoke up for Baji and Baji got away. But it was that incident there, the incident that killed, Mikey's big brother. And damn. And I didn't think it was gonna be all that important. And then later on with the Black Dragons, he showed up, he was mentioned. Then in Tenjiku was a major part. It just seems to be everywhere. Should have known. It was Mikey's older brother. Of course it's gonna be important. But I didn't think it was gonna be this important. Anyway, I'm always happy to have information on Shinichiro, but we're supposed to be talking about Takeomi. So in the past, Takeomi was the vice president of the Black Dragons. He was an ordinary guy, but he made good decisions. Good decisions good enough that he got the title of God of War. Why the hell has he not shown that level of intelligence yet? Like, my god, guy. Damn. Your decision is supposed to decide the tide of any battle. And yet here you are, whining, and Brahman is losing. Well, I used to think they're losing. Benkin, Wakasa were wiped out. When you look at those panels of everyone being laid out and all the multiple soldiers, Brahman has like the fewest soldiers there, and some of the ones you see are lying down. So it's safe to assume that Brahman ain't doing too hot right now. Of course, Brahman's still in the game. You got Senju and all that, and I'm pretty sure Benkin Wakasa can still fight. Takeomi hasn't fought yet. I don't think he was a fighter in the first Gym Black Dragons. I think he was just an advisor, the strategios of the Black Dragons. So you better come up with a plan to beat South. You best come up with a plan, Help Senju out. Don't be useless, Takeomi. You were like the first Brahman member we saw in in Tokyo Avengers. You're supposed, to carry weight and all that shit. So, yeah, Takeomi was an ex-black dragon, and he couldn't let go of that life. He couldn't let go of being, the god of war. He let it all go to his head, and eventually, with all that reckless living, he fell on hard times. And he was kind of in debt. He was broke. He was looking rough. And, he met up with his little sis, Senju. Our princess, stand up. And Senju was out here beating people now, left and right. She was proving herself, be strong. And even Wakasa admitted, like, yo, no one can beat her in my gym, bruh. And yeah, Senju's cool. Yeah, and of course, it also gives further precedence to how Wakasa probably taught Senju how to fight, because Senju does a lot of moves similar to Wakasa, so Wakasa. And since Wakasa runs a gym. I just realized that just hit me right now. Wakasa runs a gym. And I guess Ben K just goes out there, works. What does Ben K do now? They were both adults. I guess they would at least have some sort of living outside of, the Black Dragon, since they disbanded. But I really wouldn't care if they didn't. We don't even need to know. But it's good to know that Wakasa ran a gym, Shinichi ran a bike shop. They had their lives together. So, Senju was, training at the gym. She was beating people. And, in this chapter, there's something I noticed, that Senju has, a very similar hairstyle to Mikey. Whether just be coincidence or, Waka was just pointing that, hey, Senju once looked up to Mikey, trying to remind us of that, because we did learn that Senju looked up to the former Tokyo Manji gang when it was under Mikey's rule, and how cool they were. And she just wanted to prove herself. She wanted to fight Mikey. She wanted to create a gang that could possibly rival Mikey's, and created Brahman, which still has the coolest name out of any gang in Tokyo Revengers. Maybe Tenjiku comes close, but Brahman, oh, that just sounds so. So, yeah, Senju formed Brahman. She chose Takeyomi, little big brother, to be the vice president, the second in command, the right hand man to the princess. Huge responsibility, Takeyomi. Can't believe you fucked it up. Takeyomi, my guy. So, Senju, once we exit the flashback, we learn about Senju, and a little bit more about how she's as a leader. She's very responsible, very level-headed, and she has everything I like to lead. She takes responsibility, because ultimately she is the leader of Brahman. If something goes wrong, yeah, sure, it may not be because of her, but ultimately it falls on her. It's her responsibility as the leader, and the fact that she was willing to take all that responsibility, all the mistakes, even if it wasn't her mistakes, or if the events wasn't even caused because of her, she still took responsibility, and you have to admire that. She's amazing. My God, yo, why did you create such an awesome girl, my guy? So yeah, she's truly showing marks of a great leader, and now she's standing face to face with South. With her new Ultra Instinct powers, can Senju, beat South. Because South looks like he about to go off, my guy. There's like fire coming out of like an aura of just, you're making me mad, girl. Imagine South is kind of pissed that the guy, that he was knocked down by a little girl like barely half his size. But that's just Senju being Senju. You can't punish awesomeness. So, our girl Senju versus South. Who do you think is gonna win? I'm on Senju. Cause she proved that she got Ultra Instinct. She's officially number one in Tokyo Revengers. Unless Mikey got some Omni King presence there and his kicks are destroying universes and shit. So, um, yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. Whatever happened to Kakucho versus Mikey? I swear to God, that was like the start of the last chapter, but now it just disappears off the face of the earth like nothing happened. I'm sure it's gonna pick up soon. Pick up soon, but yeah, for now, we ain't got nothing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, leave a like, comment, and share. Uh, if you enjoyed the video, tell me what you like about it so I can do more of that and you can watch more of these videos. If you didn't enjoy the video, tell me what you didn't like so I can take that out and, you know, make sure you enjoy at least one video, enjoy the next one. And yeah, subscribe because if you don't, it's gonna break my heart. And yeah, share this with all your friends so I can get bigger. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.